All right, it's Saturday, actually afternoon. I got the hood, the fender, the two doors, quarter panel. I got all of the roof done. These sail panels are done. Other than, well, let me back up. I got the hood, the doors, the two fenders, and the quarter panel done with machine polish. I have the roof and the sail panels done with rubbing compound. I have the deck lid done. I don't have the bumper done. That'll take me a couple hours just to do the bumper, because it's so many curves, you know, you just don't want to lay the bumper on it or the buffer on it and just attack it, because it'll just end up burning the paint off. I did burn one little spot right there on the corner. This is actually sunk down a little bit, and I tried to get the buffer up in there and it grabbed it, and that's what I tell you. You always want the buffer spinning off the panel, not onto it, because it'll dig in. And that's what it did up there. Like I said, I got the bumper to do and this side of the car, and then I'm basically done. I don't want to take it in the building and do it. It's actually been storming out here all day. I don't want to take it in the building, sling this compound everywhere. Some people can do it and not make a holy shit mess, but I'm not one of them. I sling this thing everywhere. I've washed this car probably 5 times. I'll do literally, you know, a door and fender in the hood, and I'll wash it. Get everything out of all the cracks and then move on. That way I'm not dealing with a big mess all at once. A bunch of little messes. But what I do think I'm going to do is, when I get it in the building, I need to get it up on jack stands. I need to get the brakes done. You know, like I said, I got the gas pedal back in it so you can move it. I need to get everything cleaned out of it. I'm going to take this deck lid back off. I'm going to unbolt it here and just lift it off, because this really needs to be cleared up in here, because when I painted, I actually opened this up and shot a little paint up in here to kind of color it up a little bit to match, not thinking about the clear, because when I cleared, I didn't do that. And I also have to clear the lips here. See what I mean about the compound? I'm going to have to hose that off before it turns into a freaking brick and I won't get it off. But other than that, I won't mess with that. That can be done with a little bit of touch-up paint. While I'm painting, what I'll do is I'll take a little brush, dab a little bit of paint on there, and then see, it's starting to rain again. And then let that set up, and then I'll just dab a little drop of clear on there and be done with that. I do need to buy a new antenna. It goes in that hole right there. I did take the antenna out. I got to get all this tape glue off and then start putting it back together. I'm going to go maybe Monday and get at least a couple wheels put on the tires so I can get them on. I'll probably do the back ones because I still have to get the front brakes done. And I got 2 power windows to fix. This one here is iffy. This one here, the cable's broke. I have replacements. You know, it's no big deal to change those, actually. Get that compound off of there. Yeah, now's the time I don't care about getting the inside of the car wet, because it all just runs out on the ground. All. That's why I haven't put the interior back in it until I'm totally done with the outside, so I won't have to worry about you know, getting compound or water in the car or none of that stuff. So like I said, it's been sitting out here in the rain for a week. I have the computer up off the floor, but there hadn't been any water getting in it other than it gets back here because of the rain, and it just runs out that hole in the floor. You can see it's raining on me now. I gotta go buy a battery. I'm tired of jump starting it every time I want to move it. I gave the kid the only good battery I had, and you know, like I say, finish the adjustments, finish putting a few things on it, and be done with it. Well, I won't be done with it, but I got to do this front bumper too. That's going to be, I wish I had one of those little pads that went on an angle grinder. I'd do it that way, but I don't have one. So anyways, yeah, the front and the sides look good. I got compound I blowed out of the crack, and I got my mirror guards in there all painted up. They won't need to be buffed. The tail light, license plate light, will not need to be buffed. And I love it when people jam sheet metal screws in these threaded holes. These are riv nuts. This bolt's actually broken off. I wish I'd have found that out before I painted this deck lid. I could have drilled that out, put another riv nut in there. I'll have to go get a tap and clean these up a little bit so a license plate will at least bolt back onto it. But other than that, that's about all I know for right now. I seen Neil had his helicopter out, and I'd gotten one of mine out, or actually all three of mine out. I got my little airplane hanging on the wall. This is my Blade CX2. That's what it's supposed to look like. I bought a police body kit for it. Carbon fiber tail rotor, stainless steel shaft, billet aluminum couplers, stainless fly bar. I got a light kit on it. It all lights up. I got lights on the front, lights down the side. I got my dinky copter up here, like Neil's. This is a lot older than Neil's. I've had that thing for a few years. And then I have one in the house that actually has a built-in video camera that doesn't fly worth a crap. It might go 20 feet in the air, and it's infrared radio, so you know it doesn't fly worth the crap. See, I've got another fly bar. Actually, that's the main shaft. Another police body that I think I broke this one. Did I? No, I didn't break it. Thought I broke that one. That's actually the other half of this body here. You know, I got spare blades, spare bearings for the main shaft. I have a training gear kit. Some of this other stuff I bought off the internet. This is a fly bar with a couple of blades. Another servo, end links, some shaft stoppers. I used to be kind of big into this. I had a Concept 30 SE years ago, which nowadays I call that a 3D helicopter. Extra landing gear, more, one's an upper and one's a lower. This is actually the upper, and this is actually the lower. I used to be big into them years ago. You know, I've had helicopters, I've had quite a few cars. I had a real expensive 8th scale Offna that had a 30cc engine in it, 2-speed transmission, all-wheel drive that would actually leave 4 black marks on the concrete floor. What you doing in here, huh? You don't like the rain, do you? But over there is one of my power window door motor assemblies. That's the motor assembly on a Volkswagen, is the whole door panel. You can buy a kit. See, the window sits in these black clips. And you can see all the cables. There's the motor. I've got that one. I've got a door, and I've got another one, and actually I got two doors over there. And a left one will work on the right, and the right one will work on the left. So, you know, like I said, I got doors, I got to put all the trim underneath the car on it. You know, it's just one piece at a time. It'll need an alignment. There's my wheels. I buffed my little blemishes out. 99%. I had some sort of reaction right there. It's not really noticeable. It actually looks like dirt from a distance, so I'm not going to bother with it. I was going to respray one of these wheels again, and then I thought, how many times are you going to keep respraying it, you know, until you get the perfect look. It's not a show car. It's my controllers for my flight simulator. They got down here in the process of cleaning everything out. All my junk from in the trucks. I mean, antenna towers. I've got 100 feet in the air and 4 sections down here in the building. So that's another 40 feet plus a top. Ugh, I can't even get back here. Oh, power's off up front. But you know, you can't even walk around back here. But that's how it goes. You know, I got to get all those parts laid out, sorted out in the order that they go back in the car. So naturally, what goes on first is on the bottom of the pile, and what goes on last is on the top of the pile. I got to borrow a friend's steam cleaner and clean the seats. The back seats don't need cleaned, but the front ones do. Back seats are actually pretty nice, and these are my mirror covers. Turned out good. The other one, got a little scuff mark on that one. I gotta work out with my hand. This is actually the one I redid. I redid one of them, and this is the tail light license plate I got to put back together. Got to get the wiring back in it. And this is my $40 Palm d'Air.